So I am Payal Mukherjee. I am working as a senior project manager at FOSSEE, IIT Bombay, and I welcome you all in the session in this faculty development program, which has been organized by FOSSEE, IIT Bombay, and we are supported by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and all of you are welcome in this session. And I am sure that this session is going to be very useful for all of you. So, as you can see on the screen, FOSSEE is a project which has been developed at IIT Bombay, but it is not confined to only professors from IIT Bombay or students from IIT Bombay. It is for pan India and also abroad, because we believe that knowledge can be shared at the best if we all collaborate with each other beyond the boundaries of the territories of any country. Okay, so because this project is funded by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, this is free for all. This knowledge is free for all. Anybody can access our repository. They can access our websites and learn and develop their knowledge base totally free of cost. Okay, and this session is going to be an online workshop on CFD and open forum, but this is actually a kind of door that the FOSSEE project of IIT Bombay and the Government of India is opening in front of all of you. This door will lead towards an avenue which is full of exciting opportunities for all of you. So during this session, you will get to know about how can you involve with FOSSEE, how can you contribute to FOSSEE, and why will you get involved and why will you contribute is because this involvement and contribution will fetch you such rewards. Believe me, these rewards will come back to you and be a great value addition in all of your profiles. So during this program and after this program also, you can continue with work with us and develop yourselves, publish papers, get students whom you can guide, collaborate with the industry, and the development scope is unlimited. Okay, so with this, let me just move to my next slide. So here goes about the FOSSEE project. So the term FOSSEE stands for Free and Open Source Software for Education. Why you can see the double E? Because earlier it was only for engineering education, but now FOSSEE is open for all the streams of education. We are open for animation, we are open for GIS, we are open for chemistry, core chemistry, and any other subjects. So apart from engineering streams of chemical, mechanical, aerospace, mathematics, physics, so any kind of even we are open for statistics. So we are open for all. We have a set of software that supports all these kind of all these streams of education. And the word FLOSS or FOSS stands for Free, Libre, Open Source Software. So this free, the term free, is not only because it is free of cost. You can legally use this software without paying any licensing fee, but they come with licenses such as GPL and BSD. So these licenses can be achieved free of cost. The first factor is the cost factor. The second factor is you can download and modify the software. The third one is you can distribute the software free of cost, and the fourth aspect is you can modify and you can distribute the modified version of the software. So all these four aspects are involved in the word FOSS. It is not only free of cost. Okay, and this project is a very unique project. It's a flagship project, and it is a unique project in the whole world where the government is supporting education through FOSS. Okay, no other project or no other country supports the use of FOSS in this way as the Ministry of Education, Government of India is supporting us. So we are really privileged. So now let me come to the training part, which is FOSSEE believes that the skill-based education is the best kind of education that we can provide to any student or any learner. Because what happens is, beyond the scope of academic learning or the theory-centric learning, if a student can actually use the software in generating an output, okay, or in submitting a project in which the in which the student or the faculty or the corporate person, they can use the software and produce something. So FOSSEE actually supports this, and FOSSEE empowers the learner to produce something, to produce a mini project or output Okay, and the training is actually curated in that way. Okay, my next slide talks about the objectives of FOSSEE. So the objective is upskill students and faculty of through FLOSS, and I just talked about how we can upskill, that is through the hands-on training of the actual software. Okay, and I just talked about how can we transform a learner to contributor, to become contributor. So today you are a learner, and maybe after 2 months you can become a contributor, where you can use the knowledge that you have acquired through FOSSEE to produce an output in the form of a project that can be used in your own academic institutions or in corporate companies. And what you are getting is your name and your work will be stored in our repository, and you will get a recognition in our URL, which is a very prestigious thing, because FOSSEE is a Government of India project, and if your name and your work is acknowledged in our website, it's a very valuable thing for any faculty, for any student. Okay, and the last thing is we promote FLOSS, thereby reducing the dependency of commercial software. As all of you know, a very famous software in CFD industry is ANSYS Fluent, and I hope all of you know the licensing fees. It is actually lakhs of rupees. So to avoid this, to avoid the money spent in purchasing these hefty fees, licenses of commercial software, why not use a free and open source software, which will be equally useful and equally efficient in your career. Okay, so all these you can see all the tiles. So all these software are trained by FOSSEE. We have Scilab, Python, which are very generic programming software. Scilab is actually an alternative of MATLAB, and MATLAB is very famous amongst the engineering people. So OSDAC is for steel industry, DWSIM is for chemical engineering processing software. Focal, I just talked about that we are into animation, so Focal focuses in that. QGIS is for mapping in the GIS platform. R is for statistical analysis software. OpenFOAM is always, you know what is OpenFOAM, and today we will talk about, and in the coming 3 days we will go into the details of OpenFOAM. OpenModelica and DWSIM, they are actually used together by the chemical industry people. FLOSS Arduino is a hardware supported by FOSSEE on electronics. eSIM is also on electronics. It's a people use eSIM a lot in their electronic simulations. Okay, so these are all the this chart talks about the alternatives of all the software that I discussed just now. So even I'm just requesting you to go through all these slides very quickly, and you can always come back to the FOSSEE.in website to refer to all this. So this chart talks about the activities promoted by FOSSEE. Okay, we have all these projects. I was talking about how can a learner become a contributor. So once a learner upskills himself or themselves, and they can come to the level of contributors, and they can actually promote or curate their knowledge to produce this output. And this output will be in the form of either research migration or case studies or lab migration projects, etc. So I'll come to all the details of what is a case study project, what is a case research migration project, what is a lab migration project towards the end of this faculty development program. We are not going into the details today. Okay, so and you can see that we offer courses like summer fellowship, which is going on now. Semester long internship we start every year in the beginning of the semesters around January, February. It's a 3 months course, and the summer fellowship is for 2 months, and winter internship for 1 month. And apart from that, the case study projects, the research migration project, flow sheeting project, textbook companion, these actually are open for contribution throughout the year. Okay, so now let me come to a very briefly, I will just tell you how you can participate in the FOSSEE project. You can become faculty partners, and you are also welcome to join the FOSSEE club. So how can you get involved as a faculty partner, and how can you contribute in our FOSSEE clubs? Towards the end of the session, again I'll come to the details. I'm just giving you the glimpses of your involvement right now. And what are the benefits? Is it actually increases the NAC and NIRF credits of the institution. So if you are upgraded, if you have a certificate from FOSSEE IIT Bombay, it will be a very good value addition for your institutions. You can also upskill your or upgrade your skill set, okay, and also improve. Not only you can improve your own skill set, but you can actually pass on your knowledge to your students. You are the persons who are who can spread the light of education amongst your students, okay, and once you are empowered with the knowledge, you are the best person to actually pass on the knowledge to your students and help them to apply their potential and excel in their career in future. Okay, so and FOSSEE provides platform for students to work in industry. Yes, because FOSSEE provides a platform where you can collaborate with the industry people, and you can develop joint projects. You can work with each other, interact with each other, and that's how a student also, your students also can get involved and with the industry directly. And it is actually very good for the whole ecosystem of FOSSEE, okay, and eventually for our nation. Okay, so and yes, recognition through awards, honoraria, and website presence. And another thing is certification also. We give honorarium, we give certificates, and also awards. Yes, so FOSSEE, our aim is to make India Atmanirbhar. Okay, how can we make India Atmanirbhar? Number one, the MSMEs of India, they are the true pillars of economy of India, and if they are empowered with the knowledge of free and open source software, so will be our nation. Okay, and the FOSSEE supported software are already in the NPTEL courses. They are integrated supported tools in NPTEL courses which uses commercial software. So this is the plan for the future. FOSSEE is actually now, and in future we'll develop more courses that can be integrated through NPTEL. Okay, and also it is award academic credits for FOSSEE work as per the NEP guidelines. So actually we are curating our courses or our teaching materials according to the NEP guidelines, which is very much important. Okay, and I just covered all the points. Industry academia gap, yes, support and develop for more FOSS useful in academia, yes, because as per the demand, we are actually coming up with new FOSS categories that can be trained to the students and faculty members eventually in the future. For example, now we are developing a software called Phoenix, okay, which is a very useful software for FEA. Okay, so with this, we will just move forward with our next session. I hope Professor Janani has joined now.